We have a full moon this week, which always brings matters to some sort of a successful climax. We try to start stuff at the new moon, and we put everything in motion, and then by the full moon, it either comes to be or you just want to kind of like let it go by the side. So, and I think it's important to know what area of your life you can bring something to a successful climax at. So, for Aries, the sign that we're in, it's about them and it's about their rights in the partnership. It's not a matter of the partner, and the partner's got, something to say about it, but really is going to be up to the Aries to make whatever accommodations they need to make the partner happy.
Call the plays.
Yeah, sort of. And you want to let the partner think that, they won, even though they didn't. It really suits the Aries. It's that kind of a thing. So particularly in marriages, it's like the yes ma'am kind of thing.
Use Aries in my life right now.
Yeah, exactly. And just let them think that they won. So that's the best thing to do with them. For Tauruses, this energy is in the 6th house of work, health, and responsibilities. And some sort of a work matter gets resolved. There's some sort of issue that's been pending at work, and it's been where the Taurus has had to do an additional amount of work, and that changes this week. By the end of the week, they find out that they get a little help in that, and that doing not the job that they do, but the way it is they do their job gets a lot easier for them. So I'm thinking you get a little bit of help along the path.
Woohoo! That's good.
Which would be a good thing.
Actually, I'm just kind of like picking up what you're throwing down there. Nice.
Yeah, so it's not a bad thing. For Geminis, this is a very important week for Geminis. It's the week that Geminis get to achieve a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective. And I think that's pretty good for our lightning, to tell you the truth, because Gooch is a Gemini, and I think that he comes back tomorrow night with a vengeance.
Yeah, he needs to come back with a vengeance. That'd be good.
Yeah, but let's play smart. Let's play properly. Let's leave some of the emotion off the table.
Kill everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better to let your stick do the talking. Yeah, put it right into the puck and shoot the puck. That'd be a nice thing too.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Don't play on emotion.
That is quite true. But play but the important thing is that he ends up happy at the end of this week, and I can't imagine if they lost that he would be happy. So I think that's probably a good omen for them.
Good stuff.
For Cancers, this energy is not so hot, which is too bad for Taurus, because this energy is in their 4th house of home. It's a very low energy kind of a time for them. And just when they think, I've got it made, they find out they don't really have it so made. They're going to have to work a little bit harder to do that. So
former coach of the Lightning, by the way.
Yeah. And they always come back. It's like the town. I don't know whether it happens in other towns, but as long as I've been in Tampa, every time we fire a coach or treat a coach badly or a player badly, they leave, they do something fabulous somewhere else. We've had 2 or 3 go out to win Super Bowls and come back and then humiliate us on national TV. At home.
It's
not.
Game over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's for Leos, this is a ton of fun energy. This is energy. I have to laugh because it has to do with your day-to-day living, transportation, things like that. And you just told me you're going to pull a trigger on getting a new car.
Really close.
Really
close.
Yeah. And I just think it takes very little just to put you over the edge. It doesn't take a whole lot to make you go here, sign on the dotted line.
Well, not only that, but I'm borrowing one of the station vehicles right now. I think they're getting tired of me doing that around here. So I need to pull a trigger on something else.
There you go. Well, that's
get on it.
And that's very likely by the end of this week. The hardest thing is deciding which one. That's the hardest thing, because this eclipse, the energy is in Aries, which means I want to get there now, and then Libra, which is I got to make the right choice.
I think I need to take you on a test drive with me, actually.
I think that'd be a fun thing. I've had a couple of them. Yeah. So for Leos everywhere, and the pace of their life picks up.
All right.
So that's a cool thing too, if they're having a fun time doing it. And then for the reason that takes me to the Leo Virgo cusp, because that's our head coach of the Lightning. He's right the very last day of Leo, first day of Virgo. So this is a good week for them, which is very important. It's a money-making week for them, and I just can't imagine that losing would end up with more money. So I don't think that's the case. I think Virgos do very well. All week long, they're dealing with their resources and the resources they share with other people. So, and I think it's also important because Tuesday night, the moon is in Virgo, and that's our head coach's sign. So that's usually a good thing. That's what I'm thinking. So
well, what the stars are saying so far, Janet.
So far, it's not such a bad thing. You want to bring matters to a successful climax. That's the big thing to do. So.
All right.
That's the first 6 signs.
First 6.
Yeah, who doesn't? Sign me up.
Signs, what you got there, miss?
For Libra, we got a full moon in their sign, which means Libras are going to make it all about them because the moon is in their sign, the sun is opposing it. So whatever the partner has to say, the Libras are going to go, I don't think so. It's going to be the way. It's either going to be the Libra's way or the highway kind of a deal with this, and it's something that the Libra has been, I don't want to say threatening, but saying, hey, this is going to be the outcome if you don't start to treat me right kind of a deal.
What do you do if you're on the outside of that? If you got a Libra, you're living with a Libra right now.
You need to say, yes, dear. Male or female, that's the best answer. Can't go
Yes.
wrong with that one ever.
Whatever you want.
Yes, you cannot go wrong with that.
All right.
For Scorpios, this is very difficult energy for Scorpio. This is the time that Scorpio has the right to remain silent and probably has no ability to remain silent. And they should. Because nothing they say is going to improve their position. Nothing's going to make it easier for them. The best thing they can just do is kind of keep their head down and hope for next week.
Yeah,
It's that tough. I think out of all the signs, they have the hardest time.
Really choose your words
Yeah,
well.
really, you're better off just not saying anything because no matter
Okay.
what you say, all you're going to do is hammer a nail further into your own coffin.
All right.
Because this is something the Scorpios created.
Write notes, maybe?
Yeah, that would be the best thing, I would say. I'd say that blackout would help them. Yesterday, that media blackout would help Scorpios all the way across
don't
the board.
Say anything at all.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. I'd talk to you, but my social media is down. For Sagittarians, this is great energy for them. This is, they want to have as much fun as possible. And the trick for this is Sagittarians are going to talk their friends and colleagues into doing the job for the Sagittarians. They'll be like the Tom Sawyers of the Zodiac, trying to get somebody else to do their job for them.
Gotcha.
And the Sagittarian's glib tongue is going to talk other people into helping the Sagittarian out, which is nice if you can get somebody else to do your work for you. That would be a nice thing if you're a Sagittarian.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not so thrilled with that because I'm probably one of those people that's going to have to do their job. For Capricorns, this is great energy for Capricorns. This puts them in the professional spotlight for one reason or another, and I can only cite Tiger Woods when I say that because winning the Masters, it's his first win in 11 years, 11.9 years, which is one Jupiter cycle. And the last time he won the Masters was 14 years ago, which is one Saturn cycle. And him being a Capricorn, it's ruled by Saturn. So really, I think this is the start of Tiger Woods revitalizing golf. I think that this is a win.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that kicks off a bunch of other wins, and I can't think of anybody that needs that redemption more.
Absolutely.
And the other thing about Capricorns is they never quit. They climb to the top of whatever it is, and you can knock them down, and they get up and they dust themselves off, and they keep climbing. Anybody else would have just said, "That's it, I'm done."
Yeah, he's
You
a
know,
vi-
4
he's a villain.
surgeries, this and that. And yet he went, "Oh no! If I'm going to go out, Capricorn says I'm going to go out on top."
Nice.
So I'm really
Funny
happy
how
about
works its
that.
way into the week,
Oh
right?
gosh.
Yeah, isn't that cool? And then for Aquarians, this energy is in the 9th house of the law. And Aquarians, the law is on your side, and it isn't always on your side. And when the law is on your side, you want to go ahead and use it. So it's a good time for them for educational
Roll with
matters.
it.
Yeah, legal matters, any kind of important matters are very favorable if you're an Aquarian. And that's also got to be good for Steven Stamkos because he's an Aquarian. So
Oh, good.
I think they can take that show on the road and show them, hey, we're not done yet.
That's the third
Hey,
pause
exactly.
sign
Yeah,
for
so
the lightning,
I'm
right?
very
Exactly.
cautiously optimistic about this week, and I wouldn't bet against them this week.
Make sure can you pass it on the big radio?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
like-
yeah,
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
gonna jump off the side
Yeah.
of the ledge right now.
Yeah, I don't blame them. And then for Pisces, the last time we're going to talk about, this is about finding a way to capitalize on other people's resources. This is a chance. Pisces get an opportunity this week to make more money, but they're not going to do it alone. They're going to do it in conjunction with somebody else. And so to Pisces everywhere, I say, make sure that other person is bringing something other than just talk to
Okay.
the equation. You know, that they need to be able to bring something to the table other than just their desire, you know, to do well with it. So
Maybe betting on game 4 of the playoffs
I think I'm going to do it.
together as one.
Maintain.
Yeah,
Maintain.
yeah. I don't think the Lightning are going to be. I would not count the Lightning out at all.
All right,
at
that's
all.
it.
So that's the news. Tomorrow's
All right.
news today.
We've gotten some emails that have come in so far. If you get some calls in there, we just need your birthday.
Yeah, and your specific question.
Yeah,
you know?
we need
Hey,
a story too.
Maybe you're thinking about, bringing somebody in,
Yeah.
into your couple, a throuple, whatever your situation is. Hit us up, aj98rock.com, crash at 98rock.com, or 800-737-0098.
And most interesting goes to the top of the list. I'm just
That's
putting
right.
that way. I'm telling you that right now.
That's
all right?
right.
Your chance at a 4-pack of tickets to the Monster Jam World.